learning how to make movies those 10 or so years ago, I read book after book outlining the three-act structure, the beats of hero's journey, and teaching how to plot your story. When I switched for a while to novel writing, the advice stayed mostly the same. I did find out that there is a group called pantsers who don't put their story into those neat little boxes, but it wasn't talked about much either, and they were kind of looked down upon and thought as unsophisticated. There aren't many writing advice books that teach you about pantsing, because what are they going to say? Sit down and write? Because that's basically what pantsing is. Soon I found out that I am a pantser, and it's not because plotting is hard or whatever. It is quite easy. I just found that each time I used outline and heavy plotting, the story died. Because for me, the plotting takes the heart of the story and forces the characters to just fill out the little parts they have to play in, instead of the plot being driven by the characters and their actions and their thoughts and by who they are, which is how I write, how I pants. I just start with the character and the setting. I do have some ideas what happens, but I let my characters decide what would be the logical thing for them to do. So now I knew how I write novels best, but what about movies? I found that surprisingly it works on micro shorts, when I can keep all the characters and setting and props and everything that I need to for the story in my head, and either write it out quickly or just shoot without a script. I don't have hang up on do I have this, do I have that. It's just a few simple tweaks and like, okay, that's a story. But when it comes to feature films or web series on the no budget level like I am right now, that I cannot really spend anything to make movies, normal and logical advice is to figure out what you have, make a list of available actors and sets and props and everything you have access to, and then write a story based on that. But it's just too close to plotting for me, that it takes the fun of the story for me. And I could write it, but like I can't even finish the script before I start hating the story. So I can't make a movie out of a story I hate. Last fall, probably you know, I wanted to apply for grants to make adaptation of one of the books that I have on my to adapt. Like I would love to adapt list. And I was writing the script like I would be applying for grants, but I wouldn't be applying for huge amount of money. So there were still things that I had to cut out from the script, and it worked. And I didn't have any problem with it. And it just seemed so strange because like when I was trying to write, I did hang up on, can I do this? Can I do I have the necessary things? Like, and I didn't have that with the with adaptation. So an obvious solution for my script writing problem would be to pants the script and adjust it to the budget later. I didn't try it yet. I'm right now working on a Red Riding Hood adaptation, so it's kind of still follows the adaptation rule. I didn't have any problems with that, but I'm also starting on an epic fantasy story, probably feature film, maybe web series. Well, I guess I will find out after I write it. And of course, like epic fantasy is not no budget friendly. So there are things I can do, and there are things I want to try doing, like building sets from available things and maybe like spending $100, maybe 200 on sets. But I don't want to think about the production just yet. I have the main character, who is obviously my daughter, who wants to act, so that works out perfectly for me. And I have the basic setting, and I will just start writing, and I will update how it works. I'm thinking about being done with the script and being ready for production next year. So if you want to stay updated, please subscribe. It will help me a lot too. Thank you for watching, and see you again on the journey. Bye.